You think your biggest problem in trading is the market. You think it's the unpredictable price movements. You think it's bad luck. You think it's not having the right strategy yet. You're wrong. Your biggest enemy in trading is sitting right in front of your computer screen. Your biggest enemy has a heartbeat. Your biggest enemy is you. This is the hardest truth to accept as a trader. It's much easier to blame the market. It's much easier to blame your strategy. It's much easier to blame bad luck. But the real problem is your brain, your emotions, your reactions, your inability to stick to your own rules. Let me explain why this is true. First, let's understand something important about the market. The market doesn't care about you. The market has no opinion. The market isn't trying to stop you from making money. The market isn't trying to trick you. The market isn't your enemy. The market is just price moving up and down. That's it. Price moves based on billions of transactions happening every single day from traders all around the world. It's not personal. It's not designed to hurt you specifically. Think of it like the weather. The weather is neutral. Rain isn't personal. It's not raining on you specifically to ruin your day. It's just raining. You can either prepare for rain or you can get wet, but blaming the rain is pointless. Trading is the same way. Price goes up, price goes down. That's just what happens. There's no conspiracy against you. There's no market maker specifically waiting for your trade to fail so they can profit. You're too small. The market doesn't know who you are. But here's what does know who you are. Your brain. Your brain is incredible. Your brain can solve complex problems. Your brain can learn languages. Your brain can create art and music and literature. Your brain is what makes you human. But your brain is also your worst enemy in trading. Here's why. Your brain is designed for survival. Your brain is designed to keep you alive in the short term. If you were living thousands of years ago and you saw a tiger, your brain would tell you to run. That instinct was useful. It kept you alive. But in trading, your brain's survival instinct becomes a problem. When you're in a losing trade, your brain goes into panic mode. Your heart beats faster, your hands get sweaty, your breath gets shallow, your body releases stress chemicals. Your brain is sending you a message, this is dangerous. Do something. Get out of this right now. This is called the fight or flight response. It's useful if a tiger is actually chasing you, but you're not in real danger. You're just looking at numbers on a screen. Your account isn't going to eat you. But your brain doesn't understand this difference. So your brain pushes you to close the trade immediately, to get out of the pain, to stop feeling bad, even if your strategy says to wait, even if your stop loss isn't hit yet. Your brain is screaming, close it, close it, close it. Did you know that there are 4 ways your brain can sabotage your trading? Yes, your brain sabotages you in specific, predictable ways. Understanding these patterns will help you recognize them when they happen. 1. Fear of missing out. FOMO. You're watching your charts. You see a trade setup that you didn't take. Someone else took it. That trade made money. You didn't. Suddenly, you feel anxiety. You're thinking, I should have taken that trade. I'm missing out on money. I need to take the next trade no matter what. Your logical brain knows this is a bad idea. But your emotional brain is screaming louder. So the next setup comes along. Your rules say not to take it. It's not a good setup. But because you're afraid of missing out, you take it anyway. And of course, the market punishes you. It punishes you hard because it's not a good setup. Here's the thing about FOMO in trading. There's always another trade. Always. The market is open 24 hours a day. There are thousands of currency pairs, stocks, and cryptocurrencies. There are endless opportunities. You're never actually missing out. The trades you miss are often the dangerous ones anyway.
The best traders in the world skip way more trades than they take. They understand that discipline isn't about taking every opportunity, it's about taking only the good ones. 2. Revenge trading. A trader takes a trade. The market moves against them, they lose money. Now their brain is upset, really upset. Their brain says, I need to get that money back right now. I need revenge on the market. I need to recover this loss immediately. So they take another trade. Usually they make this trade bigger than normal because they want to recover faster. Usually they make this trade outside their normal rules because they're desperate. This is revenge trading, and it almost never works. Here's why. Trades taken out of desperation and emotion are almost always bad trades. The trader isn't thinking clearly. The trader is acting from a place of fear and anger, not logic. Most professional traders have a simple rule. If you take a loss, wait at least 1 hour before taking another trade. In that hour, do something else. Go for a walk, read a book, watch a movie, anything except looking at charts. Why? Because that hour gives your emotions time to settle down. That hour lets your logical brain take back control. After an hour, you can evaluate the next setup with a clear mind instead of a desperate one. 3. Overconfidence after wins. A trader just had a great week. They made 5% on their account. They're feeling great. They're feeling smart. They're feeling like they finally figured this out. And that's when they make their biggest mistake. They get overconfident. They think, I'm so good at trading that I can bend my rules a little bit. They think, my normal position size is too small. I should trade bigger. They think, this setup is definitely going to work because I'm on a hot streak. And then the market turns. One bad trade wipes out their entire weekly gain. Their confidence disappears instantly. They're back to doubting themselves. This is dangerous because overconfidence leads to bigger risks. Bigger risks lead to bigger losses. And bigger losses can destroy an account quickly. Real confidence isn't based on a good week. Real confidence is based on understanding your strategy and trusting your system. Real confidence is calm and boring. Fake confidence is exciting and dangerous. A trader with real confidence makes the same trade size whether they're up 5% or down 5%. They follow the same rules. They stick to the same plan. They don't change their approach based on recent results. 4. Analysis paralysis. A trader is looking at a potential trade setup. It meets most of their rules, but not all of them. They're not sure if they should take it or not. So they watch, they wait, they study it more, they add more indicators to their chart. They want to be absolutely sure before they take the trade. But while they're analyzing, the trade moves. It goes up. They missed it because they were too busy analyzing. Now they're upset. They missed a winning trade because they were too careful, so the next time a similar setup appears, they don't analyze too much, they just take it. But this time, it doesn't work, and they lose. This is analysis paralysis. It's when you're so afraid of making a wrong decision that you make no decision at all, or a bad one just to avoid the stress of deciding. Trading requires action. Trading requires decisions. You can never be 100% sure of anything in trading. You just have to make your best decision based on your rules and follow through.
So, here's where all of this comes together. The real reason traders fail isn't because they don't have a good strategy. Most losing traders actually have decent strategies. The real reason traders fail is because they break their own rules. A trader creates a strategy. The strategy says, only take trades between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. But then they see a setup at 11 p.m. and they take it anyway. The strategy says, risk only 1% per trade. But after a loss, they risk 3% to try to recover. The strategy says,
wait 1 hour after a loss before taking another trade, but they take another trade after 10 minutes because they're desperate. The strategy says, don't trade when you're emotional, but they trade anyway because they're angry and want revenge. Every single time they break their rules, they lose money. It's consistent. It's predictable. They break rules, they lose money. They follow rules, they make money. But do they change? Usually not. They keep breaking the same rules over and over, wondering why they keep losing. So why do we break our own rules? This is the million-dollar question. If traders know their rules work, why do they break them? The answer is emotions. Your rules are created when you're calm and logical. Your rules are created when you've studied the market and made rational decisions. Your rules are designed by your thinking brain. But when you're in a trade, your emotional brain takes over. Your emotional brain is scared or greedy or desperate. Your emotional brain doesn't care about your rules. Your emotional brain wants you to do things that feel good right now, even if they hurt you later. When you're in a losing trade, your emotional brain says, "This hurts, make it stop, close the trade now," even if your rules say to wait. When you see a potential trade, your emotional brain says, "This could make money, take it now, don't miss out," even if your rules say it's not a good setup. When you're on a winning streak, your emotional brain says, "I'm so good, I can bend the rules," even if your rules have worked for a reason. The problem is that your emotional brain is much louder than your thinking brain when you're actually trading. The emotions are real and immediate. The logic is abstract and distant. So the question becomes, how do you follow your rules when your emotional brain is screaming at you to break them?
Most traders think the answer is willpower. They think, I just need to have more discipline. I just need to stick to my rules better. But willpower is unreliable. Willpower gets tired. Willpower fails when emotions get strong. The real solution is systems. You need systems that make it almost impossible to break your rules. Here are some examples of systems that work. Number 1, the pre-trade checklist. Before taking any trade, a trader goes through a checklist. Is this setup in line with my strategy? Is the market condition right? Am I calm or am I desperate? Am I following my rules? Is the risk-reward good? Only if all answers are yes do they take the trade. This checklist removes the emotion from the decision. It makes the decision objective. Number 2, the trading journal. Every trade gets written down, not just the outcome, but the trader's mental state. How did they feel? Were they calm or desperate? Were they following rules or breaking them? What can they learn? By writing this down, traders can see patterns. They can see that every time they break Rule X, they lose money. They can see that every time they're emotional, bad things happen. Number 3, the scheduled stop. A trader decides that they will stop trading at a certain time every day, maybe 6 p.m., maybe 9 p.m., no matter what, they stop at that time. This removes the opportunity to make stupid decisions when they're tired or emotional. A trader who stops at 6 p.m. can't take a revenge trade at 11 p.m. Number 4, the waiting period. After taking a loss, a trader waits at least 1 hour before taking another trade. During that hour, they do something completely different. This gives their emotions time to settle. This gives their logical brain time to take back control. Number 5, the position size rule. A trader decides their position size before opening the platform. They don't decide position size based on how they feel. They decide it based on a formula. Risk 1% of account per trade. That's it. No exceptions, no flexibility. These systems work because they take emotion out of the equation. They turn trading into a mechanical process, a process you follow because that's what you do, not because you feel like it. What successful traders know that others don't? Successful traders understand something that unsuccessful traders don't understand. You cannot trade successfully while being emotional. You cannot make good decisions while your heart is racing. You cannot make good decisions while fear and greed are driving you. You cannot make good decisions while you're desperate. Successful traders know this, so they create systems to keep themselves calm. They create rules so they don't have to make decisions while emotional.
A successful trader doesn't ask themselves, should I take this trade, when they're emotional. They ask themselves, does this trade meet my pre-trade checklist? If yes, they take it. If no, they don't. The decision was made before the emotions started. A successful trader doesn't ask themselves, should I hold this trade or close it? They set their stop loss and profit target before taking the trade. Then they close the platform. The decision is already made. Emotion gets no say. A successful trader doesn't ask themselves, can I bend my rules this once? They follow their rules rigidly. No exceptions, no flexibility. The rules are the rules.
This might sound boring. It might sound limiting, but it's not. It's liberating. It's the only way to actually make money in trading. Here's something important to understand. The market will test your psychology. The market will create situations designed to make you emotional. You'll see a setup that looks perfect. You'll want to take it, but your checklist says no. You'll be tempted to break your rule. You'll take a trade. It will move against you. Your instinct will be to close it immediately, but your stop loss isn't hit. You'll be tempted to break your rule. You'll win 3 trades in a row. You'll feel confident. You'll want to increase your position size, but your rules say no. You'll be tempted to break your rule. These tests are constant. They never stop. The market is very good at pushing traders into emotional decisions. But here's the thing. If you can pass these tests, if you can stick to your rules even when the market is testing you, then you're on your way to becoming a successful trader. Because success in trading isn't about predicting the market, it's about managing yourself. So here's the truth nobody tells you. Your biggest enemy in trading isn't some sneaky market ninja plotting against you. The market doesn't care. It's just numbers doing the cha-cha on your screen. Nope. Your biggest enemy is you. That little voice in your head that says, just one more trade, what could go wrong? That inner panic when a trade goes against you, the urge to bend your own rules like they're made of rubber. But here's the cool part. The same brain that sabotages you can also make you a disciplined, rule-following, emotion-managing trading machine. You just need systems, rules, and the guts to actually stick to them when your heart is racing and your ego is throwing a tantrum. Think of it like this. The market is a giant, boring carnival ride. It goes up, it goes down, it spins a little, but you, yes you, are the person holding the tickets. You decide whether you scream, throw up, or calmly enjoy the ride. So the next time you feel fear, greed, or panic creeping in, remember, you're in charge. You've got the rules, you've got the systems, and maybe, just maybe, you've got enough discipline to laugh at yourself when your emotions try to hijack your account. Your biggest enemy is you. But the best part? You can beat yourself. You just have to choose it, trade by trade, day by day. And trust me, when you finally do, you'll realize that winning isn't about outsmarting the market. It's about outsmarting yourself.